Okay, all things being well, we should be live. Okay, all things being well, we should be live. Okay, that was me. Okay, so it looks all good. Welcome to the June Patreon stream. Just getting, right in there at the last moment of June for the first time. Again, I should say. But welcome for the first time to the Patreon stream to those of you who are Twitch subscribers and YouTube members as well, but we don't have any of those right now, so that'll be later on. But yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. This is I feel like this is a transitional Patreon stream in between what it was and what it's gonna be next month. The June stream. I don't know what to do again, but let's join in the Patreon. It is still the even though Twitch subscribers are watching and YouTube members will have the ability to watch when I get some. It's still the Patreon stream because we're gonna chat with Patreon people. That's the point. But my main focus during the stream is going to be on the YouTube chat and the Patreon room Discord chat. Those are going to be my two focuses. Anyway, hello. Is anybody there? No, nobody's there. There are actually 4 people in the room, but nobody's talking.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Sorry, that was muted.
We can talk if you want us to.
Probably more my fault, to be honest.
How's it going, everybody?
Good, thanks. What about yourself?
Yeah, it's warm. It's warm. It's very warm. Still. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to do a little bit more Euro Truck or something, or I don't know. Do we have anybody in the chat who is on PS4? Because maybe I can do the preparation for the big cell mission that I need to do on GTA. I feel like the game, whatever game I'm playing during this stream, needs to be sort of not the main focus. It needs to be just something that I can do in the background and not really think about it.
So it's funny that you should say that, Bruce, because there's a special event on in American Truck Simulator at the moment.
Oh yeah.
And it's called Operation Big Sur. And it's a job to remove all the dirt that blocked you on that road in LA. Do you remember you had to spend ages navigating around a landslide when you were in America? It's the operation to remove all of that dirt.
I remember it's coming screaming back to me.
Yeah.
Going all the way down that road and then having to go all the way back up it again.
Yeah, so there's a special event to remove.
Well,
all
I
of the
haven't
dirt.
even started American Truck, so.
Oh, okay.
But the last stream, wasn't it, where we played Euro Truck, and it was the event that was on there, the racing parts event. Okay. See, that's I feel like Euro Truck is the perfect sort of game because you can just you can just sort of set it and forget it, and then you're just driving, and then you can have a conversation.
Well, I mean, always drive responsibly, but
I don't think we ever do that, really. Some people asked in the comments of the last Patreon stream on Random Bits to do introductions again. I mean, maybe that's something we can do every single time. We can just do a little, say hi when I say your name sort of thing. Like a roll call It's like we're back at school.
Always up for a bit of self-promotion.
Oh shit.
There's no self-promotion. It'll be like, so we've got BD Dam, say hello.
Hello.
See, that's all it'll be. There's no sort of like, what is your Twitch account and make sure everyone go follow. None of that nonsense.
It would be very short because I don't stream anyway.
See. We've also got Insomniac. Say hello.
This is just directed at me.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. Insomniac's not saying hello.
I'm saying hello. Is it not working?
No, now it is.
Hey,
There we go.
There we go.
We have Kanji, who is muted, but maybe he'll say hello, maybe he won't. No. He unmuted himself, but then stayed silent. So, we also have MB Hammer. Say hello.
I'm not allowed to say anything though.
Well, you're not allowed to say, follow me on Twitch.
Okay. Hello.
We also got
silenced.
SJ Appleby.
Censorship.
Say hello, SJ Appleby.
Hey.
There you go. And White Wolves.
Hello.
There you go. And if anybody comes in later on, then we're not doing that again. This is just going to be the start of the live streams. MB Hammer never heard of him, is he new? If you guys want to get up the, I don't know whether you have it already, but if you wanted to get up the YouTube chat as well, I wonder how many people do we actually have? 19 people! 20 people now. We've broken 20. Yes. So what's your guys' take on the whole opening up the Patreon stream for everybody to watch?
The more the merrier, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I thought. That yes, I'm reading the YouTube chat. Yes, Bayman. But I feel like it stays the Patreon stream because it's $5 and above patrons who get into this chat, and I want to keep it sort of. I don't know. I envisaged this as a sort of Q&A type live stream, but I feel like we went through all of it on the first one, and there's nothing left. Everyone knows everything anyway.
Yeah, I guess it only works for 1 or 2 streams, but not all of them.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll probably it can be like podcast light, where we just chat about nonsense.
Speaking of the podcast, you could advertise the fact that we're now offering the pre-show for the podcast to Patreon supporters.
Yes, podcast pre-show, Patreon support. Not only do you get the ability to, at the $1 tier on Patreon, you can watch this live stream just like the subscribers can. You can watch it when it happens live. That's only for $1, but you also get the podcast pre-show exclusive.
Oh, and what's the pre-show about on the podcast?
Did you not watch the pre-show that went?
No,
up?
I didn't know there was one actually.
It went up on Monday on the Random Bits channel. It's kind of a must-watch because of Nossa's triggering.
I mean, is it something going live for everybody, or is it just?
No, it won't be. It won't be live for people. It will be.
Okay,
like
so that's why
we're
I
basically.
missed
I'm gonna hit record as soon as I start up OBS, and then it's just. I mean, I should put a warning that the pre-show isn't gonna be as intense or interesting as what it just was, but it's mainly gonna be about setting up stuff.
Okay.
But, a little insight into what happens before the podcast starts. When is the YouTube Premium show coming out? This is it. That was what I was going to say. Oh, no, not YouTube Premium. Isn't that the...
Is that the show that I'm producing? With Nos and RDT going to find a Miata?
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah. But speaking of
Meetings with
YouTube,
YouTube next
Premium
week.
stuff, this is also gonna be the sort of, I guess we could say this is the premium live stream. Live stream for subscribers, Patreon supporters, and YouTube members. It's a stupid name, that, members.
I think if it's going to be the premium one, you should at least have some sort of really crap confetti cannon or something, like a really pathetic one that you can let off at the start.
You mean in real life to do it here
Yeah.
or on the screen?
Yeah, in real life, it's premium. You've got to
What about like
advertise that fact.
party poppers?
Yeah, party poppers would, and like a party blower or something. That would be appropriate, I think.
I might actually go buy some party poppers for the July one.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, the YouTube sponsorships is turning into YouTube memberships, and it's kind of like an amalgamation of Patreon and Twitch subscriptions. So people who, it's like subscribing on Twitch but for YouTube. So you'll get in comment. I think this works on YouTube comments as well as like in the chat when we're doing these streams. But you get the little Snoopy next to your name, and then there's various other perks that are also sort of the perks that are on Patreon as well. But yeah, I'm gonna make this stream be sort of the stream for, you know, all the subscribers and members and Patreon supporters. Stupid name.
Seems like YouTube are quite late to the party as per usual.
Oh yeah, very late. The thing is, I've had that sponsorships for a while available, and I didn't even know about it for a while. They kind of changed it. It used to just be like subscribing on Twitch, but it was only for YouTube gaming. And then they rolled it out to a few channels where it had these perks involved. You know, they kind of crossed it with Patreon stuff as well. So the stuff that I offer on Patreon for like the $1, $2, $3, and $5 tiers are pretty much the same as what you would get for sponsoring on YouTube as well. But now they're changing the name to channel memberships instead of sponsorships, which to me, it's so... Yeah, you do get emotes on YouTube as well for the chats. Yeah, I don't think you can use them in comments. Like the Snoopy will come up next to your name on comments on YouTube videos, but you get the emotes to use in the chat. And the first, I think I got 4 emote slots. Like I've actually got 2 sponsors. I should shout them out. 2 people have sponsored already without any kind of showcasing of it. Mike B was the very first sponsor, and Emil Glockner was the second. But yeah, I had 4 emote slots. So yeah, I'm at the bottom of the order. So the emotes are Broughy Love, Facepalm, Scum, and Orange.
So I'm not gonna lie, Adam. I'm quite confused as a consumer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's not your fault. That's obviously YouTube's fault. There's like 0 communication about what this is.
Is anybody else confused?
I'm not as confused, I would say. It's just something duplicated. I don't see the point when we have everything else already.
Yeah.
Because there is Twitch, there is Patreon maybe, but it seems like it's a copy, but for YouTube, of course. I don't see the added value to it. I mean, for you, maybe because you're not focused on YouTube 100%, maybe for streams. So I don't know. I'm not confused, but not sure to see the point.
And what are you confused about, Hammer?
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I don't see the point.
Well, there pretty much is no point
Well,
for
that's
any
Good. I'll not bother then. That's
for
fine.
anybody who's subscribed on Twitch or especially if people are subscribed on Twitch and supporting on Patreon. There's nothing extra that you would get for sponsoring on YouTube, apart from, I guess, emotes on this one stream that we do a month, and the Snoopy next to your name on comments. That's pretty much the only extra that you would get if you're already on Twitch and Patreon.
What about a nice virtual pat on the back?
I mean, that counts. I've already shouted out 2 people who've subscribed, sponsored, whatever they're calling it, member. That's what I don't like about the name. There's no way to say, it's so frustrating. How do you say that? You're a channel member, but you membershiped? It's stupid.
You've become a member.
It's a bit
of a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, but yeah, like that can be the virtual pat on the back. I'll read out new sponsors every single monthly stream. I'll do that as well.
Have Streamlabs integrated it with notifications?
Yes, and I don't know whether I should actually make that a thing, but maybe I will. But it's only going to be these monthly 1 hour long streams where it's kind of shown, but I could have a look at it. I have no wish to become membered.
So I'm looking at your page at the moment, this stream, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, and I can't see anywhere on this page for me to do that, for me to become a member. Can't see anywhere to do that.
It's called sponsors at the minute. Like, this is another confusing point. It's called sponsors at the minute, but they're changing the name in a few weeks to members.
Super.
So there should be a button.
There's no.
You don't have a button that says sponsor.
No, I do not. Nowhere. Where's it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be
right beside the subscribe button.
Subscribe button.
Yeah.
Nope. I have subscribed, bell, and 175k. That's all I've got.
How many people who are watching in the chat can see the sponsor button? Ad block.
I have ad block and I can see the button.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's
I wonder why
country
some
rated.
people can see it and some people can't. That's so strange.
If it's worth anything, I'm able to see the sponsor button on my end.
Yeah. Bayman, most people are saying that they see it, but Bayman isn't. What if you, Hammer, what if you click the second link in the description that says support on YouTube?
I go straight through to your homepage with no visible difference.
That's so strange.
Yeah. You don't have any pop-up on the screen?
Nope.
It does the same for me as well.
Wow.
That's strange.
I just feel like it's gonna be really a bad deal for YouTube to do. Like, in a year, it's gonna be like you need to be a sponsor to watch a person's video or something like that.
Oh god. If that happens, I'll find somewhere else to upload videos. Thing is, yeah, what browser are you on?
Chrome.
Right.
I am using. I'm going to disable. I've got an extension that turns it into night mode for YouTube on everything. So it might be that's interfering with things.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't work on iOS. That's something. If you're on iOS, it won't work, and it's only for the main channel. It doesn't show up on second channel. But
as much as I dislike iOS, can people not just put things live at the same bloody time?
I know.
Oh my god.
So strange that it's working for some and not others.
Right, okay, so I've removed the extension and refreshed, and I still don't have a sponsorship button.
I wonder why. They are. I mean, they're going to be rolling it out as a full thing soon when they change the name to members. So maybe then it will start working for everybody, or whatever the problem is. But I don't know why. I mean, most people can see it, I don't know why there should be some people who can't.
I mean, I am on a very old version of what YouTube looks like because every time they try to change it, I say no, go away. So it's
Okay.
maybe that they've not updated their older versions. But
Maybe that might
if
be
they
it,
allow you to
actually.
stay on it, I'm going to stay on it because it's better than what they've produced so far.
Could you open up an incognito tab or something or window and see if the new
Let's do that.
new YouTube has it?
Let's use the premium stream to troubleshoot.
Yes, yes. Did you all expect any different? But yeah, there isn't much value in YouTube. I'm going to call it sponsorships for now because I don't know how to say it. Memberships, YouTube memberships. There isn't much value in it for those who are already supporting on Patreon or Twitch, but there are plenty of people who never leave YouTube. You know, they're only ever on YouTube. Bayman's on the old YouTube design as well. Maybe that is it.
Okay, success. I have found the sponsor button.
There you go. It's not. They haven't. They've decided not to put it on the old design. Good job,
Well,
YouTube.
Well, they're not getting any money from me then.
Sponsor seems a much better name than member. Yeah, it does. I don't know why they changed it. I mean, to be honest, I feel like subscribe is a much better name. Like following and then subscribing. That is the right way to do it. Twitch has it right.
But I'm pretty sure they have been thinking a lot to make things different from other products.
Yeah, they won't want to have. I mean,
That they are
subscribing
different.
to YouTube channels is so ingrained in it now that they can't change that. Yeah, this is a lot more civilized than the last Broughy stream. That's true, especially the chat. But yeah, the last YouTube stream, you should say. But yeah, you know, it's mainly the main reason that I've added this whole sponsorship thing, and the reason that I've, you know, made it sort of crossover between the Twitch
'Cause you want more
subscriptions.
money. We
What?
know it's because you want more money.
No, what I was gonna, you didn't let me finish.
Broughy sells out.
Yep. Hashtag sellout.
The reason that I've made it crossover is because it's for the people who never go to
Tag
Twitch.
MX5 fund.
Yeah, the MX5 fund. But it's for the people who never go to Twitch, so they're never going to subscribe over there. They don't want to look at Patreon. They don't want to sign up to Patreon. They watch you on YouTube, and maybe they want to support on YouTube. And it gets you the same stuff as what, you know, subscribing on Twitch and supporting on Patreon would. That's kind of the idea that I've had behind it. So, you know, people can be all three things, but if you're just thinking about value, you don't need to.
What are
But we'll see how
the
it
revenue
goes.
splits like on YouTube? Are they better? Worse?
It's 70-30,
It's not too bad.
so it's the same as like the premium Twitch split, like off the bat. But then you have to have 100,000 subscribers to get it available to you anyway. So
Oh wow, that's quite a lot.
yeah. But I mean, I'm surprised they haven't done this like before. The whole idea of people being able to, well, like on Twitch, subscribe to a channel. It feels like, and it's surprising that it's taken YouTube so long to incorporate something like that.
I agree. With the amount of money that it makes Amazon, you know, particularly with affiliates coming
Yeah.
on board and whatnot.
So yeah,
And seeing as YouTube isn't profitable, allegedly.
it's not meant to be.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah, that is live now, but I'm not gonna I'm surprised I got 2 sponsors already, to be honest, but I'm not gonna shout about it until it all changes its name and it all works out, and then I'll maybe make a video about it. The chat is worse on YouTube, that's true. Not this chat right now, because we've only got 23 people, but I can remember those streams.
Yeah, so can I. Nightmares. You took me off the mod list for YouTube, didn't you?
I did.
I think so. Oh no, I've still got a spanner.
I thought so.
I don't like how it's a spanner. I don't like how it's a spanner on
It's
YouTube.
all different. We don't like
I
it.
don't like how it's a spanner. Spanners, no.
Don't understand change.
Oh,
Oh, a new sponsor. White Wolves TV, who is also right here in the chat. I can
Hell yeah.
I can thank you in person. Thank you, White Wolves.
because White Wolves can always find the button.
I
Not
like
always.
I like how we got some tangerines in the chat in place of the Broughy oranges. Wait, I can do some Broughy oranges. I will. There we go. There we go. You got some Broughy oranges in the chat for White Wolves. I should get notifications to pop up like the subscription notifications, just in case anybody does subscribe, sponsor, member. How? In case anybody does become a member during these 1 hour streams. Thank you, White Wolves.
It just feels like a bad rip-off of what Twitch actually is, because it's even more expensive to become a sponsor than like a normal subscriber on Twitch.
It is. What's the difference? Because I know that it's £4.99 here, but it's also £4.99 on Twitch, I think, like, because they add the tax in that. Is it different for you?
It cost me a little more to become a sponsor.
Okay. I mean, I suppose with sponsors you do get the extra perks as well. Like, if you weren't already on Patreon. Another sponsor, Galaxy. Thank you, Galaxy. I tell you what, I should try and...
If you sponsor, there comes like a little bar over the chat that slowly depletes with your name in it.
Yeah, you stay at the top of the chat like a special boy.
Yeah.
Special boy.
Let's have a look.
Oh,
if
you're
we can
so
do this.
nice.
There we go. There we go. Now people can actually see what's going on.
Remember a wee while ago we were talking about Twitch raising the price on bits?
Oh yeah.
Don't talk about it.
So I did a bit more research. They've not raised the price in the US, only
No.
everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've
Yeah.
included VAT or tax and all that on it.
And it's even more for people in Iceland. People in Iceland get dicked over properly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How
it's
much
ridiculous.
is it?
I can't remember, but I'll find out for you. But it's ridiculous.
Wow.
For me, it almost cost me $200 to give you $100 in bits.
It's weird. I know it's ridiculous. I actually brought that up. I brought it up with when I went down to London last week for the Twitch thing. There was like a little round table where we could bring up concerns and stuff, and that was one of the things I mentioned. In addition to, you know, subscriptions being cumulative and not consecutive, like I brought that up because I just thought the value of it is just ridiculous.
If I wanted to give you 10,000 bits, it almost cost me $180.
It's ridiculous.
To which Twitch replied, Adam, "Nah, we want to keep our profits and also comply with tax laws."
Yeah. So it's just more expensive for everybody else. It's like we're not raking it in already or anything. There's no way we can sort of lower our profits a little bit to make it fair for everybody, so everybody pays approximately the same. No, we'll just hike the price.
If we can't have all of your money,
yeah, that's
you know.
So this is what it looks like, the whole sponsor thing. New sponsor, White Wolves. New sponsor, Galaxy.
Get those special boys.
And then you stick at the top of the chat like that as well. Okay.
There is a timer on their icon on the
Yeah.
top of the chat.
Yeah.
White Wolves is about to run out.
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna make a new account and do it again.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Please pay attention.
Oh, there's the Snoopy. Do you know what's infuriating though?
Why does it come after the bloody name?
Yeah, I know that's now that I've seen that, that is also infuriating. They're just doing it to be different to Twitch, I feel. But the other thing that's infuriating is that they have the same thing where it's a different color for different months, but it goes new sponsor, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, and then 12 months, 24. So I've had to put the bronze Snoopy for 2 months rather than 3 months, and then another white
The
Snoopy
poop
for 1.
Snoopy.
Is it unacceptable?
It's it feels like they do things just to be different, even if
I think that they're trying to do the Snoopy kind of like the check mark, kind of like the same way they might be doing it that way.
Oh, you mean like
yeah,
that's what it
the
reminds me
tick
of.
is after the
Wait.
name. So.
So I need to wait 6 months to get the poopy Snoopy.
No, just 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My spanner is after my name, so
Yeah,
I
know. But we'll see. I mean, that's 4 sponsors. I could probably actually get more emotes at this point. Let me see. Because it's the same system as Twitch, where the more sponsors you get, or I should say the more members you get, the more emotes you get.
I feel like if YouTube makes this better, maybe a lot of YouTubers will maybe be more like streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're aiming for. They're trying to... Because Twitch has always been a better revenue source for the bigger streamers, I think, with the subscriptions and stuff. So that's what they're trying to go for.
please don't make us moderate on Twitch again.
On YouTube.
Yeah, sorry, on YouTube.
No, I
Sorry,
won't.
I'm tired.
My YouTube streams are gonna stick to just this 1 hour of Patreon stream every month. I can't bear to go back to YouTube fully.
Twitch is it's just a much nicer community.
Yeah. Oh, I do have an extra. I've got 1 extra emote that I can upload, and 1 more sponsor gets me another one, and then you get 7 emotes at 10 sponsors.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't find your button, bro.
Yeah, never mind. The thing is, they don't call them emotes either. They call them emoji, because that's what they've got. So
because we're all using like a phone or something.
Yes.
yeah, they've actually it actually is the standard emoji for the rest of the emote. That's the thing that you miss from like not being on Twitch. You don't get the the kappas and stuff.
I miss all the better Twitch TV emotes already.
Yeah.
There's no equivalent.
Nah.
I don't get why Twitch don't like get together with the people from Better Twitch TV, because Twitch is more like people use the Better Twitch TV emotes more almost than the normal Twitch emotes.
Yeah. There's something that I've never really... I don't even know what is a better Twitch TV emote and what is a regular emote. Because I've just always had it installed, so it's never been a case where... Because I'm guessing if you use a better Twitch TV emote, it's not going to show up to anybody who doesn't have it installed, right?
Like Lul and Clap, all these is all Better Twitch TV. Or Lul is not. Lul was a Better Twitch TV emote, but then it became like a normal emote on Twitch.
Blob status. There is no blob status. There's no point in putting the lava lamp on for these.
The only blobs you'll be getting are the emotes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And not for a while, because that's way down the order. We'd have to get a lot of members to get enough slots for that. We're at the bottom of the pack.
I mean the Google emoji. The faces are
Oh
called.
yeah, okay, these blobs.
Close enough.
Yeah. Blurbs. That a
Latency is
blowfish emote.
Say someone has YouTube Premium, will you lose out on ad revenue from that? Isn't YouTube Premium
Oh yeah.
the new YouTube Red?
Yes, and it's available in the UK now after what about 300 years
Yeah.
of being
Jesus.
available in
It's
the US.
unbelievable how long it's taken. Is it only is it only available in the UK and the US now? They haven't rolled it out to other countries.
No, I think it's a few
Nope.
other countries.
I can say in
Maybe
France it's not available.
Okay.
My God,
Don't mind me then.
that's unbelievable.
It's,
I don't even know.
to roll out.
It
I don't
seems
even know if I have YouTube Red in Denmark.
there's so many ways that YouTube could, monetize itself better, and in the right way. I mean, Twitch is a good example, apart from the obscene price of bits. But they're just so slow with everything.
Fuck bits.
yeah, bits are no good. I mean, they're
What?
good for people who want to pay the extra for the extra features of, say, being on the top of the leaderboard or getting the bit badge or whatever, like the extra little things. But I think the value of that isn't worth the extra that you pay.
Wasn't bits like the better way to donate to a streamer? Wasn't that like the idea at first?
Yeah, and I think to an extent, in the US anyway, it is. I think it's still a decent sort of value proposition compared
'cause-
to
yeah.
just straight up donating, because they take their cut up front, which I quite like. The streamer gets all of the your intended donation.
Yeah, you give $1 and the streamer gets, say, 90 cents or something, but you give 100 bits, they're getting $1.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just I just don't think it's worth it for the
Not
insane
with all the
price.
extra taxes.
Not in other countries.
We'll go.
Oof.
Sorry.
Oof.
We not have a dog. Oh no, there was a dog command in Nos's stream.
Ah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the whole this even started from Remo saying about YouTube Premium. If it's the new YouTube Red, then what happens is if someone has YouTube Premium and they watch a video, I get money from that based on. It's quite complicated and it's silly, but it's based on the total watch time of everybody who has YouTube Premium, and then all of the money that they make from YouTube Premium goes into a big pool. YouTube obviously takes their cut, and then the rest is dished out to the creators based on the amount of watch time that creator had by people using YouTube Premium. So I'm pretty sure it's it's barely any different from ad revenue, but I think it is slightly better to have someone have YouTube Premium watch an entire one of my videos than it would be for them to watch and then click through an ad. But it's it's inconsequential. It's not as if I don't get anything for it though. I have no idea why LOL is held for review.
Yeah, I got that as well. Yeah.
I did do a video on that with diagrams and such in the Broughy Explains series. It's going back some. Explaining how YouTube Red worked.
I think you should do it again, but for ease of explaining to people, you should show it in the percentage of an MX5 it gets you.
Yeah, okay.
I don't understand much about what YouTube does or what its systems are, and I generally just use it for watching videos, and that's about it, or uploading something.
Yeah, I
Like,
think that's the majority of people.
Yeah, I never delve into it more just because I got an email like 1 or 2 days ago about now they have this music streaming service. I'm just like, why? Is this
Yeah.
something people wanted?
I guess it's just because they want their part of the cake for everyone else doing it. So all the streams, Spotify, Apple, and everything.
I mean, SoundCloud has streaming now. That's just unnecessary. YouTube is just why?
What Kanji says is correct. If you have YouTube Premium, watch the GFred playlist in the background every time you have a browser up. It's pretty much right. Although I don't know whether, because I've seemed to have noticed when I have a YouTube video, say, in the background, and I click back on it, it's as if it's been kind of paused and just playing the audio.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't count it, and especially if you have it muted.
I know they've updated Twitch so that if you have a tab open with a streamer streaming, if you have that tab unmuted, then the person streaming gets the view. If you have it muted, then they don't get the view.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's extra stuff they've built into Chrome or whatever.
I'm probably not going to take part in Twitch's low latency stuff. They've had it for a long time, actually. It's not just recent. I've had the ability to have low latency mode for quite a long time, and I've just never found really any use for it. I would prefer to just keep it as it could, because then it makes a difference, because it's only on desktop, I think, at the moment. So you have people who are watching on desktop see it like within 3 seconds, and then everybody else is 20 seconds behind, or 10 or 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of don't feel the need to have the chat instantly react. I'm quite happy with the gap as it is now.
Yeah, you get used to it when you're
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah. Um.
I'm excited to see what happens with the whole IRL section and all the video loggers on YouTube after Instagram have made the Instagram Live.
I mean, I think IRO is coming in for some changes as well on Twitch.
Well, they've said that in the past, haven't they?
That's true. But it seems like now everybody's trying to jump on the same bandwagon. The YouTube, Twitch bandwagon. They tried to start jumping on each other's thing, and now you've got all these others coming in, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, all trying to... Oh, Mixer. Can't forget about Mixer.
And they all want to have the biggest platform for everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you say that, and I've heard of a few big YouTubers that have been approached by Twitch directly, and they said, like, come over to our platform and we'll make you a partner straight away and whatnot. And like that's like cooking shows and things like that on YouTube.
Right.
So I mean, they're definitely going after each other's markets.
Yeah.
Hard.
I hate the whole like muted bots, because clearly when you're playing music on your stream, you're advertising the music, so other people maybe will start listening to the creator or the musician. So yeah.
Well, I'm not as fussed about them muting VODs, as long as it means that they don't sort of they don't like take the video off you and whatnot. I would much prefer them to mute the VOD in various spaces than to take the video away entirely. I think the way they do it on Twitch is more acceptable.
Doesn't they like remove the whole video on YouTube if you play copyrighted music?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. On Twitch, they don't do that. They just mute the section of the VOD that has the song on it.
Yeah.
It varies on YouTube. It depends on the song.
Yeah.
Like, there's some songs where you can upload it and they'll say that you can't monetize the video, but that's it. There'll be no restrictions. They won't monetize it themselves. It'll just be, Then the next thing will be that they monetize it instead, so the ads still run, but they get the money from it. There's some where they restrict it on certain devices, like phones or tablets or whatever, and still monetize it. Then there's some where they block it in certain countries, and this isn't even this is song specific as well. Some songs are blocked in some countries.
Yeah.
I think I had one that was blocked in Argentina of all places. I can't remember what it was, but it was a fairly recent video on the second channel, I think. And then
a song about England by any chance?
wasn't. I don't think so. But yeah, the worst one is "I Want It That Way," Backstreet Boys.
Aww.
The Crew song. This is why it's always at the end of those special streams, like the 13-hour, 22-minute stream. At the end of the videos of those streams, you'll notice that it's always very heavily cut. So the only parts of the song that you hear are when I'm talking over it. And it's because if you upload anything with "I Want It That Way" in, it will be banned in about 180 countries. And the reason that they say 180, it's really just all of the countries. It's just banned everywhere. You're not allowed to. The video is just. It basically doesn't exist at that point.
So what? Is it just an input value where it's like, we won't accept letters, we can only have numbers. So you can't just stay with the obvious. It's like, nope, this is a word, it's not a number. You can't put this here. We have to say 180.
I know. Yeah, can't. Yeah, they don't say all countries. They just put the number.
We have to have this really oddly specific number rather than just saying this.
And then it does list all the countries below it as well. So video restricted in, and then A to Z, every single country that you could think of just listed. I actually checked to see if, it was the reason that they did that is because they wanted it available in the US or the UK, but nowhere else or something like that. But no, all the big countries are in there as well. It's just totally off YouTube completely if you put that song in.
I think Jaded Fett brought up Mixer as well. Mixer's becoming a bigger player in the streaming area as well. I read an article just recently. It was a very interesting article about the big Twitch people that are moving to Mixer because they're not happy with Twitch anymore.
Okay. Why are they not happy with Twitch though? Like what?
They're not happy with the fact that in their contract it states they're not allowed to stream on multiple platforms at once.
Okay.
They're not happy with the whole affiliate thing. It's becoming the Wild West apparently.
Okay.
And it's just it's quite. I'll send it over to you, Broughy. It's a really interesting article actually.
Okay.
It's a very well balanced, well written article. So yeah. So we've got that to look forward to now as well.
Mixer
becoming a thing.
Mixer.
There are actually 193 countries. I want to know which countries it isn't banned. I don't think I have. I don't think I have a video still up with that song in because I don't leave it up. I just,
Yeah.
I just delete them. Most of the claims that I get. Oh, there it is. That's what can be played in Argentina. Tales from the Borderlands, Episode 2. Playthrough on the second channel. Video blocked in one country. Your video can't be played in these countries. Argentina.
What?
Because of the intro songs of Tales from the Borderlands. I think, it was 3 episodes out of the 5 where I couldn't monetize them. And that one happened to get blocked in Argentina.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a song still up with I Want It That Way on.
Sad. Maybe we need a new crew song.
Mm.
One that isn't banned anywhere.
Oh, that's a complicated choice.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, I don't think that exists.
But, bruv, just think you could do like a bracket and a vote to see what would the next crew song be. Whoa, sounds exciting, doesn't it?
See, now you're appealing to
Yeah.
you know your audience at this point.
Yep. Yep, certainly do.
Oh yeah, the Broughy Ooh emote on Twitch. That's only got one more stream left.
Oh no, what are
That'll
we
be
going to
gone
replace it with?
tomorrow. Have Xerxes do a cover of the song. It's a
Not a
possibility.
bad idea.
Yeah. New crew song from the Free Music Archive. Yes. Yes.
New crew song sponsored by Monster Cat. No, thanks. That's fine, thanks. Although our Monster Cat, you have to pay for a Monster Cat license now, don't you?
Yeah, you
Yes.
do.
Goodness sake.
I remember applying for, because they used to do free licenses to YouTubers and stuff. And now I think you have to be extremely large to get one.
That's why I never hear Monster Cat music anywhere
Yeah.
on like the big streams or YouTubers or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Because like, was it 3 years ago? Like everyone was listening to Monster Cat on stream.
Yeah. I guess they've probably played it quite well. They opened it up initially and then closed it off later on once everybody knew who they were.
So what it is, it's because they had a tie-in with Rocket League, and Rocket League want to monetize everything.
Oh yeah? I didn't know they had a tie-in with Rocket League.
Yeah, you get Monster Cat decals and everything.
Okay.
So, anybody see any car news today? Anybody see anything about the Nissan GT-R 50
Oh,
by Ital Design?
I thought you were going to talk about something else entirely.
Oh, put it in Patreon chat.
What?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I
I
saw
like
that.
it. Am I the only one?
I think you're the only one.
Look, it's got active aero and everything.
I don't like that.
Suitable for work.
Fine. Never mind then.
That all it looks too smooth.
The car news that I thought you were going to talk about is Ramos just said it.
What?
Porsche?
Porsche buying a 10% stake in Rimac. That was last week.
No. Around a certain track.
Oh. Okay.
Porsche breaking the lap record around the Nürburgring. The all-time lap record, and they beat it by almost a minute.
Really?
Yeah. 5 minutes 19. In
Wasn't
the
it
time.
like?
Quick.
Wasn't it the new Mercedes that just beat the record and now Porsche beat it again?
Nobody's ever beaten the all-time lap record because that was set in, wasn't it in Group C cars by Stefan Beloff in the 80s, and nobody's ever beaten it. It was like 6 minutes 11, I think. Like there's always been all these different kinds of records for other cars, you know, production vehicles and all that kind of stuff, but the outright lap record hasn't been beaten since the 80s until today.
Oh, okay. So it's not a production car.
It's not a production car. It's the 919 WEC car that won the championship in Le Mans that they've modified basically without. They decided that, okay, well, we're not racing in the WEC anymore, so let's take this car and modify it without any of the restrictions that we would have been placed on with the WEC. And they made a car that went around
That's
Spa. Yeah, the lap time that it got in Spa was quicker than Lewis Hamilton's pole lap from 2017. So Yeah,
I
it's a
got
quick
my
car.
S2000 round in 8:42 with traffic.
That's pretty
842,
decent, to be
yeah.
fair.
That's with the traffic. But
Did you
still.
have, did you have Slipstream on? And catch up?
I was slipstreaming someone, yeah.
What's it like?
I had a Dodge Viper in front.
I've heard from one person that driving around the Nürburgring, he did it in his own car, and he would recommend to always hire a car because it was so scary driving around that
I absolutely agree with that. Yeah.
he was so scared that he was going to get in a wreck in his own car and then so there was somebody else one of his friends who'd rented one, and he was just having their way over time.
That's it. That's always the motto for a rental car, isn't it? Drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always say rentals are the fastest cars in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about the new McLaren Senna?
I don't know. I'm not too bothered.
It's not my thing.
It's
No,
very
it's not
rare
my
for me
thing
that
either.
cars catch my attention in general. I feel like I'm not much of a car guy. Like I'm a racing guy. I'll race anything. Whereas cars, it's very rare that a car will catch my attention.
How many parts of your MX-5 have you bought so far, Broughy1322?
What did we have originally? We had the two
we
wheel
had
nuts,
a wing nut. We had a wheel nut.
wing mirror.
Wing mirror. Yep.
Yeah. I've managed to get the interior mirror as well now.
Oh, good on you.
I can send you like the right mirror if you want one.
Say again?
You can get like the right mirror from me.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I would like
My
to.
second car.
I should go around the Nürburgring at some point in my life. That would make a good real life racing episode.
Then you could end up in a crash compilation video.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's the
I
stuff thing I wish
crash on a
for.
track
Of course.
I don't like the Nürburgring. I'm going to put it out there right now. I don't like it. It's too big. It's too long. It annoys me.
I love the track, but I hate it in GT Sport.
Well, as the only person who seemingly has actually driven around it in real life, what's your take on it, SG Appleby?
Terrified, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's really that bad.
It's very difficult to drive on, and it's puts a lot of stress on your car. So you're sort of always thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I ruined my brakes on that track.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's the only track. Like I pride myself at being quite good at remembering tracks and remembering corners and whatnot. It's the only track I can't like. There's bits of it that I'm going along that I'm like, where am I going next?
Yeah.
I've and I must have driven on it in video games like so many times, and I just can't. It just won't lock in my mind anywhere at all.
Yeah, it's something
fan.
else, isn't it?
Too much. It's too much for me to handle.
I've had was on Brands Hatch. That was the best track I've driven around.
Oh yeah.
Brands Hatch is a great track.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Croft
I
is the
love that
best
first
track I've
corner.
driven around, since it's the only one. Unless you count the little store circuit in Silverstone, but I don't really count that as a proper track. Where is Gamescom? Where is it? Anywhere near the Nürburgring? Because me and Sexy have been thinking that we want to go to Gamescom at some point. If it's somewhere close, then maybe I can kill two birds with one stone.
It's somewhere at like the place where they hold it is like the biggest indoor thing in Europe or something. It's massive.
Oh yeah. Do you think if Twitch ever did a TwitchCon over here, that would be where they'd do it? Is it that good? Is it that well renowned and well known as a big place? Where is this? Cologne Trade Fair.
Yes,
It's in
at
Cologne.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Google Maps. Get it up. Cologne to Nürburgring. Let's see. It only takes
That's
an hour and
almost-
15 minutes.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's alright. I can go with that. I don't mind that. That's a perfect idea. Okay,
It'd
that's
take
one
even
then.
less time in a rental car as well.
Yeah. 1 hour in a rental car.
You need the new McLaren 720S, perfect because it actually looks good in orange.
Ooh, that's a nice car. It's got quite a chunky rump. For a McLaren.
McLaren 720S. This is the T20, isn't it? Yeah.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
It looks like the T20.
I don't know.
The P1. But
T20 surely.
The P1 is more the Vision, I guess.
Yeah, there's too much stuff on the P1 to be a T20, I feel.
The wing or the spoiler on the P1 is more like T20.
They all look the same anyway.
Does look good from the top, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm seeing McLarens on the road and I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea like which. Yeah,
Fax machine one.
that's something that I've always thought about
C-dash
quite a
road.
few car makes. That it's very difficult to tell the different models because they all just look the same.
You see
Anyway,
that BP have bought a charging company in Europe, so they're going to supply fast charging stations at all their filling stations going forward.
okay. Well,
Electric's coming.
fast charging. I mean, how fast
charging.
is it?
Don't know. Just said fast charging.
Okay.
Haven't agreed between anybody.
Say again.
Thought they were still complaining between, disagreeing what fast charging was going to be and how it was going to work.
I'm
Different
just going on the article. They bought a company that has it's like the largest charging company in the. I don't know if they've got like a special dongle, one size fits all for charging or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
One no. I think that
We'll see.
you probably have to go to a Shell or something if you.
Yeah, it'll be the rivalry.
Right, I guess we'll end it here. This has kind of been like a transitional Patreon stream. I feel like next month is going to have more purpose. It's going to be the same thing, us chatting in the chat like this, but
build up the hype.
I'm gonna build it up. I'm gonna put it out there to more people. Do the @everyone commands on Discord.
You're not going to do that. No.
Totally gonna do @everyone on Discord.
And
Did you
more
see-
premium members.
Did you see they've got a new thing on Discord now that it warns you if you're going to do an @everyone that goes out to more than 50 people.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
it does.
Are you really sure you want to send this message?
Totally gonna do it many times in quick succession. All right. Thank you guys for supporting on Patreon as always.
Mhm.
I'll speak to you guys next month.
My pleasure.
And it'll probably be towards the end of the month again because that's just seemingly how it goes. It gets to like the 25th and I think, I've got that Patreon stream to do.
You should really just do it like the last Friday every month.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, that works actually. It's probably a good idea. And thank you guys for watching. All of you, all 21 of you, 23 of you now, who subscribe. Thank you all for subscribing on Twitch. And also 2 YouTube sponsors, White Wolves and Galaxy. And Emil
Yay.
and who's our first sponsor again? I need to shout him out one last time. Our very first sponsor, Mike B, first ever YouTube sponsor. Soon to be YouTube member.
Every time there's a YouTube sponsor, do a party popper. There you go.
Party popper.
You can do like an IRL notification.
And then your room's just covered in graffiti.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or confetti.
Friday streams. Oh yeah, it's bringing back the Friday streams. Bringing back the chill Friday streams for the diehards. I know that Wednesdays have kind of turned into that, but this is like even more chill. Although it does go up on random bits afterwards anyway, so. Alright. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that is us done for another Patreon stream. Like I said, I'm going to try and, push this out a bit more. So I might try and figure out, the setup in OBS so I can try to get maybe the chat on the screen all the time like I normally do or something. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, this is going to be open to Patreon supporters, Twitch subscribers and YouTube members all to watch every month. And obviously chat and stuff. And then it'll go up on random bits, I don't know, a few days after, maybe a week after, something like that. So, hello random bits. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you all, tomorrow in the morning, Saturday early morning stream, 9 AM. See you all later guys. Bye.